So how would you like to be a part of a $922 billion industry? According to MarketLine, this was the outstanding credit balance in North America in 2021. So I'm sure most of you in the room have a wallet with a credit or debit card in it. You could reach in, pull one out, and most people think that's what credit is or that's how you build credit. But there's more to just building credit than that credit card or debit card. I've done lots of research on how to build credit and even build my own credit in the past few years. And whenever you start building credit at a younger age, it's a whole lot easier to make financial purchases or decisions in the future. So today, I'm going to persuade you how to build credit early, the tips on everything you need to do to even build it quicker, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to begin with a little bit of background knowledge. What is credit? Most people think of that credit is just, the score is just the only thing on your credit report. However, it makes up of many different things. You've got your utility bills, bankruptcies in the past. You've got car loans, student loans. All those things make up your credit report. And the FTC actually states that whenever you're filling out credit applications, you have to have a good credit score to rent homes or to rent apartments or to get certain insurance for your car, to get a job. Whenever you're buying a car, it's always very important to have a good credit score. And also, whenever you're trying to fill out an application for a job or get car insurance, it's also to have good to have a good credit score. So most people think that you have to wait until you're older to build credit. No, you don't have to wait till you're older. You can start building at an early age. And experience tells us how to be independent as an adult and start building our credit at an early age and what we need to do to make our score grow. So cell phones. Whenever you go out and you're looking to buy a cell phone, what do you have to have? You have to have credit. So whenever you're trying to get your own line, you have to pull your credit to see if you can get approved. Also, whenever you're going out and searching for an apartment, you also have to pull your credit to see if you can get approved for an apartment. It does take time to build credit. And according to Forbes, sometimes it takes 6 months to a year for that score to even start reflecting on your credit report as well. So now that we know what credit is, let's see how we can build it. So you don't have to be an adult to start. Forbes says it's even great to add your child as an authorized user on a secure credit card, so that way they can start learning financial responsibility, and establish independence and start building their credit that manner. Also, according to Take Charge America, it says we should always have our authorized users start with a clean slate. It's good to have no fraud in your profile. That way you can start growing your credit from a zero and on up. According to CNBC, it's always good to have your minor start with a secured credit card and pay on that to help build their credit growth. The Wall Street Journal also states that college students should have a program that they should follow to help build their credit score while in college or at an early age. As a freshman, go ahead and take out a secured credit card and make small payments on that, and then go ahead and move forth throughout that term. As a sophomore, you should go and try to apply for a loan with your parents and be a co-signer, or maybe put your name on a utility bill. As a junior, you should start slowly trying to pay back some of your student loans so you can also build your credit in that way. And finally, as a senior, you should go ahead and then see what options at your school have for credit cards, and they do have lower rates, so it can help save money and build your credit and not hurt, and be a safe way to build your credit in the future for future credit lines. So now that we know a little bit about what credit is and how we build it, let's see what happens when we have good credit. So whenever we have good credit, it makes things a lot easier to build, buy things. It makes it a lot easier to purchase and finance and all that good stuff. And whenever you go out in the real world, credit's required just about everything. So Capital One says whenever you are having good credit, you can always get higher credit line limits. You can get utilities without no deposit, so you don't have to pay any of those extra fees. And also, whenever you're applying for jobs, you can have more favorability. Whenever you're going through the application process, they're going to look at you more than they would somebody else with lower credit score. Also, whenever you're going out and buying a car or buying a home, it's also good to have a good credit score because it helps with the negotiation process, and it helps you get approved at the rate you want to be, in the future, better from your pocket. Another real life example. Let's talk about an example. So say you're just graduated college and you're looking at a house in Carrollton. The house costs roughly about $325,000. Let's say you put about 20% down, which equates to about $65,000. You still owe about $260,000 on the home. Well, according to S&P Global, the average 30-year fixed rate nationally is 5.11%, which means when you have an 800 credit score, you're going to be paying about $258,000 just in additional interest. So I know most of you have no idea what interest is. So interest, whenever you borrow a loan from a bank or car dealership or wherever you decide to borrow a loan from, that is the extra additional money that you're going to be paying just to borrow that loan. So when you have bad credit, you can still get approved for a car or a home, except whenever you do, say you have a credit score of 650. Your additional interest that you're going to be paying over that 30-year term is now going to be $319,000. So imagine what you could have done with $61,000 extra. Many things. So in summary, whenever you start building credit at an early age, it's always easier in life. It makes the process easier for your child whenever they go out and do their own thing in life. It builds responsibility in financial situations. And today I've explained what credit is and why you need a good score and what happens when you build it early in your life. Today I'm going to leave you with this. Inky Johnson once said, "Don't be upset by the results that you didn't get from the work you didn't do." Credit takes work. It takes a lot of time. Will you put in the commitment necessary to make your life more valuable? I mean, literally.